So, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of this Hustle podcast series, and this is episode number 7. And there's already 6 episodes in Spotify, Anchor, and Google Podcast as well. And obviously, you're watching or listening on my YouTube channel that comes with the name Tushar Pahari. That is me. And this time I've come up with something that is not by me directly, but I have to give whole credit to someone who is very prominent and very much respected in the digital marketing world, and he's none other than Deepak. I'm a big fan of him because I've learned a lot from his training videos, and really the how he had the way he had actually distributed those training videos to at us at some at that price point is really intriguing, and I'm really big fan of him. And let's dive into this. And today I'm talking about succeeding in entrepreneurship is less about new ideas, strategies, methods and hacks. And these words are literally not from me. It's like I'm just narrating something out of from his blog post. But I was thinking his blog post at this moment, at this point that I'm actually narrating to you, is really helpful for people who are just confused in entrepreneurship, what it is about, and where they could be thinking the fanfare and limelight is, but entrepreneurship is just not like that. It is all about the boring and difficult tasks, but doing them consistently for a long period of time. So this is coming from a blog post from Deepak, and he actually moderates one of the largest Facebook group in the world, that is Learn Digital Marketing. You can join that group as well, and there are a lot of value in that group. So if you're not if you haven't joined that group yet, or if you are in that group already, so I think you already know what kind of value that group creates around digital marketing, and how you can learn a lot about entrepreneurship and digital marketing. Obviously you can't learn entrepreneurship just by reading stuffs. We have to actually do those stuffs consistently for a long period of time. So this was a post from Deepak Kanagraju, and the first line is very intriguing, and I was reading it, so I'm just gonna read that thing that was posted in Learn Digital Marketing by Deepak Kanagraju last night. That was 14 hours ago. I'm reading that thing from that Facebook group directly, giving full credits to him. That is, succeeding in entrepreneurship is less about new ideas, strategies, methods and hacks, but it is more about doing the boring and difficult tasks consistently for a long period of time. And I really agree to him. And just because you're into entrepreneurship, you have started something, if you think this is gonna be a very easy task, and it's gonna be just going into those networking hack events, and joining some affiliate conferences, and just sitting there and thinking now things will work, I don't think that will work, because it's not about those new ideas, getting fancy with those ideas, getting romantic or sexy with those ideas. It's all about doing the plain boring stuffs consistently for a long period of time. And now let's move on to what secrets he's saying. The secrets of business are pretty simple, as he said in this post. And the first point is make something people want. And really this is the first thing that I would say you should always think before even getting into the idea of entrepreneurship, or even getting into the idea of any idea that you want to execute in your business. So whatever the product it may be, but it has to be something that people want. That is, getting married to a grand idea in your head and working for years to perfect it is very easy and sexy, but going out and asking customers about their pain points is really boring, uncomfortable and unsexy. But really, you have to do that. It could be uncomfortable, it could be unsexy, and it is boring, but that is the only thing you need to do. And now moving on to the second point he's writing here is create a great or good product. Obviously, creating a hype and selling a product is exciting. Money comes in for the short term. Having the patience to create really good products that helps the customers is difficult and boring. I think again I have to agree with Mr. Deepak Kanakraju. that having the patience to create a really good product and actually help the customer is really boring. And then you could be like stuck into your office and doing those boring shits, continuing conversation with customers one by one, on calls, on chats, on mails, and trying to figure out a solution for them. And that's what a call center does sometimes. But it is the service that is at the end that helps out the customer. And it could be really exciting. You're strategizing something around a product and creating the virality effect. You're making a video, you're making an audio file, you're making around a marketing strategy for an offline event. That could be exciting, but again, that is just a one day thing. You do it for 2-3 days, but for the rest of the part, when it is out there, the product is already launched, what do you do now? The product is in customer's hand. What to do now? Now it's plain, boring and simple, and that is getting the feedback and trying to solve their problems. And it's gonna be like years now, because product is already there. Now you're just replicating your product and someone is buying it. But at the end, the success lies in how you provide that service, the pain points. You need to understand the pain points of the customers now, and you can iterate from that point. So moving on to the third point, what Deepak Raju is saying in this post is communicate to the right customers with the right message. Now what's inside that? Setting up good looking ads on Facebook and Google is exciting and sexy, because you all be thinking, okay, we need a good image, now we need a good ad copy, and it's really exciting and sexy getting to know what keywords you can use, what are the niches, who you're going to target on Facebook, and all those sort of things. You could be like, okay, let's make a plan out of it. But going through hundreds of customer responses and spending hours on reading the replies and writing really long copy that talks directly to the customer soul is difficult and boring. Again, he is right. You can make a good ad copy, you can make a good Google or Facebook ad, and then goes to millions of people, and you'll be like sitting down, okay, now responses will come and I'll straight away go to the orders. But really, then getting into those thousands of clicks is nice to see, but now you have to respond to each and every one, and then it takes 8 hours of that day, again 8 hours of next day, and you'll be sitting on your desk, and again it's boring. But you have to do it, and this is where the consistency lies, because you need to get consistent with these things, and you need to get to used to these things. That obviously it's boring, but it's the part then you need to get excited about it then. Now the next part is saying is convert, and he says it is easy to set up a sales team and a sales page and pour money into ads, but it's really difficult and boring sometimes, or impossible for people to just wait 30 days and add value to prospects with content. People want money today, not tomorrow. They kill the golden goose. Another thing I'm really kind of agreeing with. And the next thing what he says is serve and support. It's easy to keep pouring money into marketing and keep pushing for sales, and it's difficult and not urgent to invest in customer support and create a great experience for customers. And he says that I have made this mistake myself. So really a big fan of him, and can see how he has put together this blog post that he can help other entrepreneurs like me and a lot of you was listening to this podcast. And he is always guy who is pouring on his own experiences in his blog post, and that really helps. If you're doing these blogs, you should also put your experiences. Just like me, I'm saying, okay, I really agree to these things because it all happened with time around, and me too with my team as well. And the last thing is talking is reward customers. It is easy to forget about the customers who already paid you and put focus on acquiring new customers. That this is the thing I'm really agreeing him a lot than any other thing, because he is saying it is easy to forget about the customers who already paid you and put focus on acquiring new customers. I did this mistake a lot, really frankly, and I will be like, okay, we have already 10 orders done for this month, and we need 20 more. Just attack on those people, just focus on those 20 people who will make more orders now. But I'm not really kind of paying heed to who has already paid me the thing, and I'll be like, okay, I lost track of your conversation, and I really need to do something that makes you get excited again, and I get the customer back for the second or third order. So I really agree with Deepak Kanakraju here as well, and he says it is difficult and boring to reward existing customers because the ROI is not direct and immediate. Yeah, simple. And that is how we actually think. Okay, let's move on to the next customer, because the ROI is not direct as he says here, and it's not immediate, because once someone takes something from you, for our case, if someone takes a few amount of t-shirts from us for the company, for the branding, and now the customer will come back for about 6 or 8 months in future, and I'll be like, okay, who's gonna talk to him now? We'll talk to him in 6 months. But really he's putting that emphasis here, because constant relationship and constantly doing urging them really makes a good relationship with them. And ROI obviously is not direct, not immediate, but it is something that a business needs in succeeding in future, because more the customers who are coming back to you more and more, it's really a good sign for a good business. So, and this is all from this podcast. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe that this channel, because I've been doing blogs for around 34 35. This is 35 episode. And all the credits to this podcast, all the content, I know, apart from what I've commented from my experiences, is coming from Deepak Kanakraju's post. So all the credit goes to Deepak Kanakraju, and I'm a big fan of him, as I said. So until next episode, bye bye, and do subscribe to my channel, and do follow on Spotify, Google Podcast, and Anchor, and also on Podbean as well. So I'll be uploading all the episodes all there as well, and thank you for that.